I'm very familiar with Bay Point. Spent a fair amount of time fishing down there, particularly tarpon fishing, which I love to do. It's one of the most important last undeveloped barrier islands. It's very ephemeral in the sense that the ocean, the wind, the tides shift it around often. But it's very important that we protect it. It's very important to the Gullah Geechee people down there too. They spent as part of their cultural heritage. The heritage is very important for us to protect. The problem with the planned luxury resort is that it really doesn't fit the definition of ecotourism. You're trying to shoehorn a large development into an ecotourism ordinance, and it really just simply does not fit. It's a very large scale for a T1 zoning down there, which is for natural resources and very limited ecotourism. I've talked to some of the members of council when they passed that ordinance. I suspect their idea was ecotourism with some kayakers going out to the island and some birders going out and looking at some of the shorebirds, not 60 habitable bungalows for almost a hotel resort type development. So I think this is stretching the definition of ecotourism for sure. The first legislative change should happen in the Beaufort County zoning ordinance. That ordinance basically cedes to an entity that is unelected entity, unappointed by any government officials, the authority to basically sanction and anoint a proposed development, determine whether it meets the standards of ecotourism or not. And that is very poor public policy. You should not cede that kind of discretion to an unelected body. It could even be an unconstitutional delegation of legislative authority, actually, under our state constitution. It certainly should be repealed by Beaufort County Council. We can't really repeal it in the midst of all of this and have it retroactively apply, but Low Country residents, Beaufort County residents should communicate their disapproval of this development to the members of the Zoning Board of Appeals and to County Council. We're basically ceding discretion to this for-profit organization to determine whether one of the most pristine and beautiful barrier islands on the coast of South Carolina ought to be developed. That amount of discretion should not be vested with a entity that's not elected, that's not appointed by elected officials, and that's not a nonprofit organization. That is very dangerous for that precedent to be established.